Hey Gooners, welcome back to the channel. So I've been wrestling with the Viktor Gyökeres question. On one hand, I see a striker who's struggling to impact games, and on the other, I see numbers that suggest a bigger problem. So let's have a full honest conversation about Viktor Gyökeres. So we've all wanted this signing to work out, and I must say I've been really disappointed with what I've been seeing on the pitch from Viktor Gyökeres. And we all celebrated the signing. But I have to be honest, I'm running out of excuses for this guy. And I think a lot of us are feeling the same way. Because for a big summer signing, we shouldn't be having to make so many excuses for him. It's been almost half a season, and when you watch him play, it's just not clicking. And on Wednesday night against Club Brugge, when Jesus came on for him, and in 5 minutes he already had a much bigger impact on the game. That was damning on Gyökeres, because there's certain things. I know the system itself, I'm going to talk about the system later, but there's just something about the way that Gyökeres plays the game that it just doesn't feel like an Arsenal striker. The ball is fizzed into him and he loses the ball. And I know I've heard people saying that players are not playing him in, they're not watching his runs or things of that nature. But at the end of the day, if you're constantly losing the ball when the ball is played into you, the midfielders lose the trust that they have in you. And this is why Martin Odegaard always passes to Saka, because he knows if Saka can't make something happen, he won't lose the ball. Because guess who has to run back the most when you lose the ball? It's the midfielders. So if the midfielders have to constantly keep running back when you lose the ball, that damages the sustained pressure in the opposition's half. And yeah, man, this is why when they see his runs, that's why they ignore his runs, because they're not sure if he can keep the ball. You get me? And there's something to be said about the system itself. We've all seen how we struggle to create an abundance of clear-cut chances. And I did find a stat that said, I forgot where I found the stat, but it said that Viktor Gyökeres missed 5 big chances compared to Erling Haaland's 16 big chances. So this suggests that even Erling Haaland, the best striker in the world, needs chances. You get me? And Man City's system is creating an abundance of clear-cut chances to the point where Erling Haaland can miss 16 of them and still have 16 goals, you know what I mean? So obviously there is something about the system itself that struggles to create chances. But aside from that, his movement has been poor, man. His movement has been poor, and that's where the excuses run out. His first touch, his movement, his retention of possession, that's where the excuses run out for Viktor Gyökeres. You get me? Because getting those chances in Arteta's system isn't just about waiting for service. It's not just about waiting for service in Arteta's system. It's about earning. You have to earn the chance with elite movement. If you don't have elite movement like Jesus, like Havertz, you won't get chances in Arteta's system. You get me? And this is something that he can improve. When you look at Kai Havertz, when you look at Gabriel Jesus, they are constantly making intelligent runs, timed runs. They pull defenders out wide. One thing I can say about Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus, they manufacture their own chances. They're never static, you get me? And when the ball is played into them, they retain possession. They don't lose possession. Now, when you watch Gyökeres, too often he's static, flat-footed. He makes predictable straight line runs. He makes predictable straight line runs that are easy to defend. Now, when you're playing in the Portuguese league, right, and you make a straight run, because you know that you're stronger than the defender, you can make easy runs when you're stronger than the defender. But in the Premier League, everyone is strong, bro. So you can't just make simple runs. Your movement has to be elite, because everyone in the Premier League is strong. You can't just rely on your strength alone. You have to have elite movement as well. And some of the balls into the box, you could say that maybe the midfielders and the wingers, they are misreading Gyökeres' movement. Like the ball from Rice across the box, the ball from Saka across the box against Villa. These balls into the box, Havertz scores these goals. You get me? Like those balls into the box, those are clear-cut chances for Havertz. But for some reason, Gyökeres is not reading these passes. Yeah, because sometimes you have to peel away from your defender. Like, what do you expect the midfielders to do? Pass through the defender? You have to move around and anticipate where the ball is going to land. So his poor movement isn't just hurting his own numbers, it's making our entire attack more predictable. You get me? And he's not creating chaos by pulling center backs out of position. He's playing like a passenger in a system that demands movement. So in terms of him having 5 clear big chances missed, it suggests that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because this is not a player who's missing chances, right? Even when I'm watching games, I don't remember seeing Gyökeres miss chances. So there is something to be said that when he does get chances, he scores them. But then you have to get chances. You can't just be a pedestrian and hope chances land on your feet. You get me? So the data itself does give us hope that if the system improves, then we may see an improvement in Viktor Gyökeres' numbers, because he does convert the chances when he gets the chances, but his movement has to improve. If his movement does not improve, he will not get chances, especially in this system. I mean, we saw it as well with Kai Havertz when he first came into the team. He was struggling to get in the right positions, but Havertz has always been an intelligent player, right? But even he was struggling when he initially came in. You get me? So the second half of the season, maybe we may see a different Gyökeres, but I don't think we have that luxury. That's when Kai Havertz will be fit. That's when Jesus will be fit. Will he have the time to learn movement and learn how to peel away from defenders in this system? I don't know, man. I don't know. Because right now we have to be honest with ourselves. This is looking like one expensive mistake. I was watching Ekitike for Liverpool, and I'm thinking, yo, that is an Arsenal striker. Like, he looks like the number 14. He looks everything about him. He's tall, he's big, he has a great first touch, he has great movement. Everything about Ekitike screams for a striker that we were crying out for. But yeah, his best performances have come from away games, and my favorite performance of Gyökeres was Fulham and Newcastle. Newcastle in particular, I felt like he was not only muscling his way through on goal, but he also had good movement to accompany it. You get me? And Dan Burn and the Newcastle centre backs are very good centre backs. So if he could do that against Newcastle, I mean, there is a glimmer of hope that he can improve on those performances. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.